Hey guys, what's up? It's Jasmin Walia here. So today's video is going to be a Q&A, so you guys get to know me better as a person. I asked you all on Instagram to ask me loads of questions. There was hundreds. I'll try to get through as many as I can. Obviously I can't get through all of them, so I'm really sorry if I do miss your question out. Let's fire away. Where was the video shot, and is it a long process to ensure everything goes right? By the way, the song's awesome, and that was from Manisha Ahmed. The video Bom Diggy was actually shot in Café de Paris in London. So it wasn't actually filmed in Jacksonville. I know some of you actually thought we went to America, but no, we didn't. The video is actually really long. It's really stressful, but it's such great fun. It does take like months to prepare for. It doesn't just happen overnight. There's so many things as an artist we have to do behind the scenes. We've got to figure out what our vision is and make that vision come alive. Bom Diggy, we wanted to visualise the whole undercover theme, the Bonnie and Clyde theme. Zach, luckily, with his visualisation and experience of doing other videos, he actually had an input in the direction of the video, so he directed it along with Luke. We have to think about the styling. I worked really closely with the stylist to make sure all our outfits were on point, because styling is so important in a video. Visually, getting the right crew, having the right team behind you. To answer your question, it's a really long process. What inspired you to become a singer? And this one's from Simona. I started singing when I was about 7 years old. I just naturally used to do it. I obviously watch television shows and I see people performing, and I used to just try and imitate them off a television screen in the lounge. And I remember I used to sit there every Saturday night performing to my dad Somewhere Over the Rainbow, because I loved that song. I think he picked up the fact that I love singing. He actually enrolled me into singing classes. And then I had artists around me when I was younger at the time, like Christina Aguilera, like her album Stripped. It was such an amazing album. She was definitely one of my inspirations. Her voice is incredible. Will you be singing more in Punjabi? And that's from Jasmin Walia, which I'm guessing one of my fan pages. I definitely will be singing more in Punjabi. I actually only really started listening to Indian music about a year and a half ago. Before that, I used to listen to Indian music and watch Bollywood movies till I was about 13, 14 years old. And then after that, I kind of got out that phase and I just stopped listening to it altogether. And then about a year and a half ago, I got more involved in it again. And naturally, obviously, because I am Punjabi, I liked it. I sang a little bit on Temple, and obviously I've sang some Punjabi Hindi on Bom Diggy. It's quite tough though, because I can understand Punjabi but not completely. But I'm not 100% confident speaking it, and I think it's just because the accent needs to be on point. So I worked really, really hard to get the accent. Hopefully, as I learn more and more and get more confident, I definitely want to start singing more in Punjabi. One from Reena. She said, how do you deal with hate comments? Show a middle finger up to Simon. He was wrong about you. You can sing. Keep it up. That's really sweet of you, Reena. Try to actually ignore hate comments. I feel like the people who say them clearly have some sort of issue in society where they feel like they need to put others down, and I just think that's not cool. Like, I've never actually gone out of my way to make a fake flipping YouTube account up with 0 subscribers just to hate on someone. Bom Diggy first released it, there was a few girls, like catty girls, saying that I was like ugly and I was skinny, and that's fine. I even commented saying that's fine to have your opinion, but it's just not nice. At the end of the day, I am a human being. I've got feelings too. They can still affect me. I did actually retaliate on the YouTube comments, which is probably not professional of me, and I probably shouldn't have done that and given them attention. Yeah, I just got really upset basically. I just didn't think it was a really nice thing to do, and I feel like nowadays girls have a real pressure in society to either look a certain way or dress a certain way or just be like a perfect, you know, person, and that's like non-existent. I just thought girls should stick together. Like, there's enough shit going on in the world to worry about. And my other opinion on the X Factor, for all of you guys that don't know, that I basically did an audition for X Factor about 3 years ago, and it was a bit of a hard audition. It didn't go well, and it was a bit of a knockback. At the end of the day, I felt like it was a really good learning curve for me. Since the day they told me what to improve on, I literally worked every single day to try and get better. As long as I am improving, then that's the best that I can do right now. A lot of people are going to judge me from that audition, which is fine. There was a bit of an element of, just because I've done reality television as well, that kind of hindered it a bit. And I probably would never do X Factor again. Which outfit was your favourite on the Bom Diggy video? And that's from Alia. My favourite outfit has to be the all red outfit where we shot in front of the police cars. Yeah, that was a swag outfit. Shout out to my stylist, Sophie. If you didn't do music, what would you have done? And that's from Sana. For you guys that don't know, my first job was actually NatWest Bank, and I used to work as a customer advisor. Really boring. Like, I couldn't do the whole 9 to 5 thing. It just wasn't for me. And then I went into doing acting on a show like Towie and then Desi Rascals. Who would you love to collaborate with? And that's from Zen Muller. My next song, I have this idea of really wanting a girl rapper who can rap in Punjabi. If you guys know any good ones, please let me know. Get in touch or write their name below in the comment. I just really want to do like a female boss tune. Who's your favourite Desi singer? And that's from Divi. So Palak Muchal, she has an absolute beautiful voice. She sings in Bollywood. Do you plan on releasing more makeup products, and how did Pop by Jasmin come about? Pop by Jasmin actually came about because I always loved makeup since I was a young girl. Always like put makeup on my cousins, and I just got really good from doing makeup because of the television show that I did. And that kind of brought me to the idea, I want to make makeup that is for diverse ethnic groups of people around the world. Then I started looking into it. Makeup, you've got to be careful that you get the certificates, everything else, because obviously if you sold your makeup and an ingredient was wrong, then someone could be injured. There's so many politics behind selling makeup. Came up with the idea of launching lipsticks first, and we thought of the name Pop by Jasmin because it related to music, and it has gone really well. Like, it's sold out about 2 or 3 times for each colour, which is amazing. And now I'm currently working on my new range. It's going to be launching really soon, so keep an eye out. It's called Lyric, and you're going to love it because there's going to be a lot more different products. Okay, one word to describe my fans. I can't really describe them in one word, but overall I would say they are amazing. I don't think I would be here today if it wasn't for my fans. If you guys didn't follow what I do, didn't listen to my music, didn't like my pictures, didn't comment on your opinions about me, I wouldn't be able to grow as a person. Thank you so much for supporting me. It really means the world. I see all your comments. Obviously I can't write back to them all, but I definitely see them. And yeah, I love you. Please keep supporting me. Sounds like cringe when I say things like that. So this is from Khadija Cakes, and she said, name 3 things you still want to achieve as your future goals. I would say I would love to get married, obviously at some point. I want to have a family, so children, which I can't wait for. I've still got quite a long way to wait for that, but they're definitely 2 of my things that I want to do. And the most obvious one is that I want to do singing full-time for the rest of my life. Do you feel any sort of pressure from society or your family that hinders your music, and how do you deal with it? Luckily for me, my mum and dad and my whole family have always been really supportive of my television and music career, and that's kind of what's actually kept me going as well. The television and music career is really a massive roller coaster ride. It's really not as easy as what it looks. It's not as glamorous as it looks. There's so many like lows with the highs. I'm constantly feeling pressure from society. Obviously being in the public eye, everyone sees everything that I do, and don't get me wrong, I signed up for it, which is absolutely fine and I love it. But at the same time, there is a lot of judgmental people out there. I mean, being British Asian is pretty difficult, but like obviously some have different beliefs of what girls should do, and that's fine. That's like their culture, that's their belief. But I want to be someone that people can relate to in the newer generation. I want to help girls come out their shell and just think it's okay to be on television, it's okay to sing and not be judged. That's why I kind of started doing songs like Girl Like Me. It's a really female empowerment song. Society's always gonna judge us no matter what, and it's just the fact you just gotta ignore it. As long as you're strong enough to believe in yourself, then everyone else will eventually follow your vision. Okay, what is the funniest and most annoying thing about Zach? The funniest thing about Zach is probably his laugh. I think he said the same about me in his video actually, but it's probably his laugh. He literally just claps when he laughs, and I just feel like that's such an Asian thing to do. Like he'll literally go and I'm like, what are you doing? The most annoying thing about him, I would say, is that he gets pretty moody and he's always late, which I'm sure like you guys all know he's always late. Did you ever plan on going uni, and what course would you do? Love from Australia. That's from Isha. Basically, when I did my A-levels, I did 4 A-levels. I got 3 A's and a B. I actually applied to go to Cambridge to study philosophy. I didn't get through, but I did actually get through to York and Warwick University. Then I actually just decided in the end it wasn't for me. I went for the interview with NatWest and I got that at first hand. And then I thought, do you know what, I'll do that and I'll study for ACCA, which for all of you that don't know, that's an accountancy course. And yeah, that was really boring, so I basically just quit that. Isma, what was your nicknames? My mum called me Sonam. I don't know why she called me that. I think it's just an Indian thing. And my auntie called me Munchkin because she said that I had really like chubby like cheeks and stuff when I was younger. This question is from Shani, and she said, what's your favourite food? Obviously it's Indian food. My mum is the best cook at Indian. I only actually really started to appreciate Indian cooking when I got older. I remember when I was at school, my best friend, she used to be like, oh, can I come round after school and play out and stuff? And I used to be like, no, not really, because I knew my mum would be cooking like chicken curry and the house would just stink of onions. As I've grown older, I've learned to appreciate it. What's your source of inspiration for continuous personal growth, and who helped you the most in music? That was from Shiv. My source of inspiration, I would say, is my dad. He's a really hard worker. My dad's dad died when he was 13, so he didn't really have like a source of inspiration, but he still managed to, you know, have me, have my brother Danny, have a family, have like a nice house, and I just think he's done really well for himself. And the person who's helped me the most, I'm sure you guys already know, is definitely Zach. Definitely going to give him a big head by saying this, aren't I? He's obviously a really talented guy. We've known each other for 3 years. He's helped me grow as an artist. He obviously helps with the writing, so he wrote Temple. And I think I've learned a lot from just being around him. The good thing about him is that he's really honest with me. So he's an amazing person to have around. So if I'm not singing in the right way, if visually I had this idea, he will say his opinion on it. And even if it means that he has to criticise me, it makes me a better person and it allows me to grow, which is so hard to find someone like that, because I'm not going to lie, around me I do have people who are always like, oh, that's amazing, that's really good. I don't think it's truthful. I think people actually get caught in this industry in that bubble of like, they're so amazing, they're so untouchable. But actually you need always someone to criticise your work, because you're never going to develop and you're never going to get better. Yeah, thank you to him for that. Anyway guys, thanks so much for checking out my Q&A. I hope it gave you an insight to learn a bit more about me. There's new songs coming, so make sure you watch out for that and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to check out Bom Diggy by me and Zach Knight, which is out right now, and the link is in the bio at the bottom. Love you all, and thank you so much for all your support.